The term maximum extractable value refers to the financial gains that accrue to entities creating blocks on a blockchain network based on their ability to include, censor, or reorder transactions inside blocks. MEV is a byproduct of designs used in many blockchains, where miners and validators are in charge of creating blocks and submitting them for chain inclusion. Nodes gather transactions kept in the mempool, which is a region where transactions are kept pending addition to the chain to create new blocks. Hey people, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we will be looking into the latest crypto MEV. But before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel, turn on the notifications, and most importantly, watch the video till the end. Let's get started. Cryptocurrency is made possible by blockchain technology, which enables direct communication between two parties during transactions. The processing time for Bitcoin transactions can range from a few minutes to many hours, depending on the blockchain and consensus algorithm employed. Pending transactions are kept in the network's openly accessible mempool, where they will wait until a miner or validator chooses them, arranges them, and builds a block out of the data, in both proof-of-stake and proof-of-work consensus procedures. After being verified by network nodes, that block is then included in the official chain. However, miners and validators have discovered ways to profit from pending transactions while they are in a mempool by adding, omitting, or reordering transactions in a block. MEV, or maximum extractable value, is used in this technique. MEV is still a relatively new phenomena, and organizations doing research and development like Flashbots are striving to reduce the risks involved. The Ethereum Foundation claims that while certain MEV extraction techniques are malevolent and degrade user experience, other techniques can help address network inefficiencies. It's vital to keep in mind that MEV is not a problem unique to Ethereum, despite the fact that MEV is most frequently connected with Ethereum because it is the second largest blockchain. Because Bitcoin, the largest blockchain, lacks smart contracts, which are a key option for MEV extraction on Ethereum and related blockchains. MEV techniques are loss profitable on Bitcoin. MEV, also known as the maximum value a miner can extract from moving transactions when creating a block on a blockchain network, is also referred to as an invisible tax that miners can levy on users. The initial prediction of the activity was made in 2014 by an algorithmic trader using the alias PMCGOOHAN, who cautioned that miners would covertly reorder transactions in a mempool for private advantage. The trader stated in a Reddit thread that miners can view all the contract code they run and the order in which transactions happen is up to the individual miners. What prevents a miner from front-running an Ethereum marketplace implementation? In a 2019 paper titled Flashboys 2.0, smart contract researcher Phil Dayan and his co-workers developed this concept and introduced the concept of miner extractable value, which they define as the total amount of ETH miners can extract from manipulation of transactions within a given time frame. The phenomenon became well known after researchers Georgios Konstantopoulos and Dan Robinson wrote a blog post in August 2020 comparing Ethereum's mempool to a black jungle, due to the intense rivalry and shady tactics employed to grab MEV. Flashbots estimate that since the start of 2020, around $674 million has been obtained through Ethereum's transaction reordering. However, some experts believe that the actual amount may be far higher. On a network like Ethereum, MEV can be retrieved in a variety of ways from block production. MEV was first applied in the context of proof of work, where miners decide which transactions should be included and in what order within a block. Thus, miner extractable value was the initial meaning of the abbreviation. Value extraction techniques will continue beyond the upcoming merge transition of the Ethereum blockchain to proof of stake, giving rise to the more encompassing term maximum extractable value that is already frequently used. The Ethereum Foundation states that, in theory, network miners or validators ought to receive the entire MEV value since they are the only ones who can ensure a MEV extraction is successful. However, it points out that a significant chunk of the MEV is obtained by unaffiliated network users known as searchers, who employ bots to automate the process and run sophisticated algorithms to find lucrative MEV chances. The white paper explains that searchers are ready to pay high gas fees which go to the miner validator in exchange for a higher possibility of inclusion of their profitable transactions in a block. Despite this, miners or validators do earn a percentage of the full MEV amount nevertheless. Front-running and sandwich assaults, two MEV extraction techniques that can be damaging and cause network congestion and expensive gas prices for the other users. However, strategies like DEX arbitrage can help customers to get the most reasonable pricing among exchanges. Some protocols look for the lowest pricing for a trade across all exchanges and aggregators in an effort to lessen the influence of malicious MEV, such flashbots. Although MEV is often used to refer to block producers, the majority of MEV today is grabbed by traders who acquire assets for a low price on one decentralized exchange and sell them for a greater price on another DEX through a practice known as arbitrage. Smart traders can recognize this discrepancy and take advantage of it to their advantage by raising prices. These transactions must naturally pass via the public mempool before being executed, where one of the two things may occur. 1. The block producer retains value. The trader may lose the chance if the block producer declines to perform the transaction. They can also choose to take advantage of the opportunity by duplicating the transaction specifics, making a comparable transaction and adding it to a block. 2. A bidding war is started by another MEV bot. The block producer performs their trade first because another trader or trader bot keeping an eye on the mempool can replicate the transaction data and send a similar transaction to the mempool with a higher gas price. In reaction, the first sender can raise the transaction fee, igniting a kind of bidding conflict formerly known as a priority gas auction. Let's say that the pure profit from the arbitrage opportunity mentioned above is $1,000. The difference between the total MEV available and the fee paid to the block producer for executing the transaction is the trader's profit if the block producer chooses not to take advantage of the opportunity. MEV attacks traders, raises transaction fees for all users on the network, overloads the network, and perhaps compromises blockchain security, among other issues. Front-running is the practice of copying a transaction from the mempool and paying a greater gas charge to the block producer to have their transaction added before the original one. The worst-case scenario is that the block producer seizes the trading opportunity and censors the initial deal. Front-running results in slippage, or the discrepancy between the predicted and actual number of tokens. For instance, after researching current token values, Trader A places a swap or buy order. However, Trader B front-runs the transaction and causes a price shift before Trader A's transaction can be executed. Depending on whether their money can be used to purchase the appropriate number of tokens at the new price, this will either reduce the number of tokens Trader A will receive or result in the deal failing. In addition to giving traders a poor user experience, this defeats DeFi's objective of equally distributing value to all users. The Flashbots team developed MEV Boost as a countermeasure to MEV's centralized tendencies in advance of the merge, when Ethereum will transition to proof-of-stake consensus. Researchers believe that MEV Boost will help to alleviate the true challenges posed by MEV to a permissionless and decentralized Ethereum. And that in the future, Prosper, builder separation, and dank sharding will further aid in reducing gas costs and network congestion for consumers. Although MEV has a bad reputation, it isn't always bad. And with that, this video has come to its end. Let us know what you think in the comment section to help us expand our community and attract more people who share our interests and are eager to learn. Please hit the subscribe button and like this video if you thought the video was interesting. Till then, bye.